It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys the weekly interviews from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here. In fact, this is one of those times. Today we're here to recap episode 2, the sneaky episode 2 that we didn't see coming from the 5th season of The Real Housewives of Potomac. So guys, The Real Housewives of Potomac just premiered this past Sunday, and then they're gonna sneak in episode 2 on a Monday. I don't know what the answer is for this, but I'm digging it. I love the episode. It brought the drama, so we're gonna dive right into this. But before we do, guys, you know how this works. Make sure you like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and most importantly, subscribe wherever that button is below. That way you can follow me for my weekly interviews and pop culture content. And this applies to everybody, I want to say, except you, Jolene, so back off, cyberbully. And guys, not to mention, if you're watching this today and it's Tuesday, that means it's my Super Bravo Tuesday, live at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, you should join me. I always have a special Bravo celebrity guest. Tonight's no different. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, so now that I've done so much self-advertisement, let's jump into the recap of episode 2 of The Real Housewives of Potomac, The Rumor Mill. Guys, opening with Karen's grunting. Okay, none of us needed that. And that's no disrespect to Karen, but the sex noises when really she was working out, great build-up producers and editors, whoever, but you've got to do better than that because I don't think any of us were excited about that. I thought that was just, okay. Moving forward, we get to see that Karen's having troubles with Ray. It was actually kind of sad. You know, he walks in and flirts a little bit in front of the trainer and kind of puts on a show. But then when they go back into the kitchen and they're kind of sifting around whatever, you know, she's like, are you going to say the 3-letter word? And I felt so sad because after 20-something years of marriage, he won't say I love you to her. And you could just totally tell her heart is breaking, you know, but he seems like he's maybe steering off into a different place in his life. I'm not sure, but Karen Huger, the Grande Dame, is having problems in her home, and she's blaming it on a perfume. She's saying that her new perfume line is taking all of her business and that her husband, Ray, is not happy about that. I don't know, guys. There's a lot of women out there who balance multiple businesses, families, and husbands. What do you guys think? Of course, I'm going to start this off with comment below. I'm curious what you think. Are Karen's marital problems because of her perfume line? Okay, guys, so moving forward, we get to see Gizelle and Monique come together. That's interesting because normally they don't really come together. Last season, Gizelle walked into Robin's open house and tore Monique's pregnant head off. So this is progression. So they're sitting at the table and they bonded over eating. What they also bonded over is the fact that they're both friends with Ashley, and Ashley is having postpartum kind of like, she's having a hard time getting out of the house and leaving her new baby. She's a new mom. There's a lot of worries out there, and she's a worried new mom. Unlike Dr. Wendy Osefo, who we'll get to later, who is the new mom of her 3rd baby, and they were joking, like, leave the baby on the curb. Like, it's different being a new mom and, like, a old school vet mom. Okay, so anyways, they start talking about how they really need to get Ashley out of the house and they need to help Ashley and Candace come back together. So what they want to do is come together and throw Ashley a coming out party, a coming out of the house party, right? So they're going to invite Candace too, but I don't know if that's the best idea. We're going to find out. But that's not the only drama that's brewing right now. Guys, you know that we're going to get the Candace and Monique drama, but we don't know why. I think we just got our first little hint. So Charisse is back, but why is she back? Why was she at Candace's anniversary party, like Robin said, when she wasn't even at her wedding? We don't have all of the answers to these yet, but things are already starting to piece together in episode 2. So Charisse apparently was allegedly responsible for spreading all of these nasty rumors about Monique and her husband. Monique didn't want to mention the rumors on camera because they were that nasty. So I guess back last season when Monique and Candace got into their tiff, Candace ended up reaching out to Charisse to become friends with her. And in that, they built this friendship based off of not getting along with Monique, allegedly. And even though Charisse is a vet, I guess Candace is helping to facilitate bringing her back around the group. Monique is obviously not happy about that because Monique feels like this is a one-sided friendship, that Candace gets all the perks of being friends with Monique, but Monique doesn't really get anything in return. And she's going to get to the bottom of it, mind you. We're talking about Monique. Speaking of Candace, guys, before we get to the coming out party, Candace did go out with Dr. Wendy Osefo. So I already love Dr. Wendy, but we're sitting here talking about, what they have in common in politics and yada, 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 right? Okay, but let's get to the fun stuff. So when Dr. Wendy says, I've met Karen multiple times on carpets at events and this and that, and she always reintroduces herself like, girl, she's like the Grand Dame. She was just saying that the Grand Dame was being way too much for her. And I agree with that. Lose the persona. You're not from some different country. I really like Karen too, but it's almost like what Dorit does from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when she puts on the accent and stuff. It's almost like, don't, it's okay. You can be nice to everybody. You're not above everybody. We can all come together, especially when Dr. Wendy Osefo is meeting you at charity events where she's also speaking on behalf of different people and giving back to the community. So I think that when Karen says that she's not impressed, I'm not impressed with that response. I'm actually very impressed with Dr. Wendy, and you can already tell at the coming out party that she's going to deliver. We'll get back to that. But Candace also told Dr. Wendy, be careful too, because when Giselle's not, in a good mood, or she's not having her grass mode, I think she said, or her lawn mode, that she will read you. And Dr. Wendy Osefo said, I am a professor. Class is in session. I will read you up and down like a book. Don't come for me. Pretty much like she just drew her line in the sand and she's like, any of you guys who come for me, I'm going to wreck your world. So go ahead. Class is in session. All right. So Candace is willing to use Ashley's new coming out mommyhood party as a platform to reconcile with her. Candace pretty much states that, okay, the women are in different places in their lives and they feel like they can come to a point where they can at least agree to be in the same room and be able to be cordial. That's okay. That's a good start, right? It was a good start. It didn't go great if you watched the episode, or if you didn't, we understand why, because Bravo snuck this one up on us, but I'll calm down about that. I'll calm down. But yes, Candace said that this could be a great platform for that. So we'll see what happens. Getting back to happier things, guys, I was excited to see Juan meet up with Gizelle, and the trailer, the way that they edited the trailer for this was so shady, because in the trailer they show Juan meeting up with Gizelle, and then she's like, does Robin know that you're here? And he's like, no. And then in the trailer, Gizelle goes, this is not an institution. And it's like, okay, so something was wrong in their marriage. That's not what that was at all. So Juan was meeting up with Gizelle to talk about getting married again to Robin. He's going to go ring shopping. I guess Gizelle gets to help out. This is going to be exciting. So that's at least a little bit of good news in the world of the Real Housewives of Potomac. But you know who's not really getting the good news right now? Candace's husband, Chris. Because I guess if you guys missed last season's reunion, she said that sex life is decent. He said that he's going to need her to pick up the pace, I guess. I don't really know how to say that, but I'm going to be respectful, polite, and you just watch the episode for yourself and take away what you want from it. But Candace jokingly said, who wants to have reluctant sex? And that's fair, what do you say to that, Chris? Guys, real quick before I move on, I just want to say these confessionals, I am loving, and living for these confessionals, because we're back to professional confessionals. Thank God it's not these podunk, tacky, Zoom confessionals that we're seeing on Real Housewives of New York and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Those are awful. And I understand we're in a pandemic, so we have to do it. And at least we're getting something, right? So let's be grateful for the content we're getting. Thank you, Bravo. Except not thank you for sneaking in that episode 2 of Real Housewives of Potomac season 5, which we're recapping right now. But Ashley's confessional looked amazing. Her straight hair, she just looks so pretty in her confessional. Karen's confessional, unfortunately, I thought she kind of looked like a little bit of a modern day, Actually, guys, comment what you think Karen's confessional looks like. And then, Candace had the Rapunzel braid. I don't know if I really love the hat braid, but I do love Candace, so I'm down for it. I just love having the professional confessionals. Like I said, that's a tongue twister. Professional confessional. Say that 3 times fast. Back to it. Guys, it's party time, so back to it. We are at the party, the coming out party for Ashley Darby. This is exciting because she's finally getting away from her baby after 3 months. Her new beautiful little baby boy, Dean, she's finally kind of letting someone take the reins. She's stepping away, letting all of her mommy fears go, and she's coming together with the women and letting the women throw her a coming out party. So of course the usual suspects are invited, but Dr. Wendy Osefo shows up too. She comes with Candace, so this is gonna be good. Well, at least I thought it would be good until the conversation turns into Ashley tearing her butt after having baby Dean, and now she needs Botox. I don't know. I don't even know how that was a conversation for the table, but Let's move it on. Candace looks at Robin and says, hey, thanks again. And I love the fact that Juan came to the party. Oh, the party? Ashley said, oh, yeah, how was the party? How was the party, guys? The diamonds and denim, right? And Monique chimes in and she goes, oh, there was a warthog there, dodging a walrus. Or Charisse? Which one was it, Monique? We know which one it was. And if you missed the episode, go back and watch episode 1 because Cousin Hank, he chimes in. And we always love a good Cousin Hank chime in. Surprisingly, though, especially surprisingly to Giselle and Monique, Candace said, I didn't know that you had that much beef with Charisse. Monique was like, what? I can't do this fake stuff. Monique just said, I'll talk to you later. Oh my God, guys. By the way, when they're talking about sex lives and stuff, and Karen said something, and Dr. Wendy Osefo looks and says, Karen, you still have a sex life? That was so shady, right? I thought that was like, and Robin even said, were those supposed to be your inner thoughts? Karen was like, don't come for me. You just got here. Like Karen has her hands full all the time with Giselle throwing shade at her. Like she can't take it from Dr. Wendy Osefo, especially this very educated, beautiful, like strong woman who's going to come full force, guns blazing. Like she's on it. I guess those weren't her inner thoughts, Robin. Anyways, guys, let's get back to the point. Not only was this a coming out party for Ashley, but it was a reconciliation party for Ashley and Candace. Apologies need to happen, as Giselle says, and they need to happen here. That way we can move forward, we can have a great time, honest, good conversation, and, progress as a group, right? Nope, wrong. When the ladies are sitting there telling Candace that she needs to apologize, she says, shut the F up and F all of you. What? Shut the F up and F all of you. Yep, that's what she said. Looks at all of them and says that. You see mouths drop, and that's where we leave off. So obviously, again, guys, I think that they brought in this sneaky little episode 2 because maybe episode 1, we had a little bit of a build up to drama, but not much. And we've been deprived of new shows on Bravo for a while due to the pandemic. And a lot of people were saying, oh, well, the first episode didn't really do much for me. Potomac. Well, guys, if the first episode didn't do anything for you, go watch episode 2 because it is really amazing. It delivers, and this is going to be a great season. So I wouldn't downplay it just yet, guys. I'm loving Dr. Wendy already. I don't really know if I understand Karen's point when she says she feels like all of the women are ganging up on Candace at the table. Yes, I think that they're all giving their opinion, but I think Candace knew that that's what she was walking into. And again, when you get Twitter fingers, unfortunately, you're eventually going to have to face these things, especially when you're on a reality show. So I think Candace knew what was coming her way. And by the way, I've actually talked with Candace. If you missed it, check out my interview with Candace on my page. But yeah, Candace is a very educated woman and she can handle her own. So even if they all are attacking her, she's gonna come right back with it. So I don't really think that Karen needs to worry about everybody ganging up on her. And guys, before we sign off, what I'm most excited about is next week. If you saw in the trailer, they're all going out again. Ashley made it out for a second time, except this time it's not her coming out party. And this time we have more unexpected guests. Ooh, who is it? Charisse. It's Charisse, guys. And Charisse is coming face to face with Monique, but Monique leaves. If you guys watch Real Housewives, we always know that usually the person who leaves, they're hiding something. I don't know if that's necessarily the case, or we see that Monique sometimes can have a little bit of a temper. Maybe she doesn't want to drag Charisse across the floor. That could be it too. But with that being said, guys, thank you again so much for watching my season 5, episode 2 recap of the rumor mill of the Real Housewives of Potomac. And guys, don't forget tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm doing my Super Bravo Tuesday live. So we're going to talk all things Bravo. We're going to talk about Chef Kiko getting fired. We're going to talk about what's coming up on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and so much more. I have special Bravo celebrity guests, guys. You don't want to miss it. So again, guys, please, if you haven't, like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and subscribe wherever that button is below, except for you, Jolene, you little cyber bully. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Not you, Jolene. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching Up and Adam.